The elusive Mutt kick drum and bass technique. Next on Music Surgery with me, Dr. Bob. Hey, before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of future videos. Also, there are tons of great samples from my personal library below in the description of every video. They're all pay what you want. And lastly, if you want me to work on your music, hit me at drbobmusicsurgery@gmail.com. Getting the most out of the bottom end of your mixes is extremely difficult. The kick drum punching and the nice round warm end of the low frequencies of the bass is what we're all after. How does Mutt Lange do it? Watch this. All right, you guys, some really cool low end drum stuff, groove stuff, all in one motion. I've got a bass drum and a bass guitar that are locked to the grid here. Let me just play you this groove. So we are locked to the grid. There is the grid. And these are two kick drums that are in phase aligned, and there's the beginning of the bass right there. So these are super tight. So what I want to do is I'm going to move the bass guitar in increments of 1 millisecond and listen to what this does, not only to the groove, but how it opens up the bass when the transients aren't exactly together. I mean, for so many years, so long, I wanted all those transients to line up exactly because I thought that was a cleaner mix. And in some things, in some ways, it is. But listen to how the low end changes when these two things aren't pressing against each other. Now, I know there are people that sidechain and all that to do this, but this is a really interesting way to do it by milliseconds and see which one you prefer the most. So you're going to see me when I click here. That's going to mean I'm making the bass guitar behind the beat just so much. So here, I'll start it back on gridded. At 5 milliseconds, I feel like the kick and the bass are already living in their own world. They're not mashing up against each other on the front of that transient, and it opens everything up. Let's keep going back. That's 10 milliseconds. Let's look at it. Let's go back to the grid and let's look how far behind. So he's really laying back. But it doesn't sound like the drummer and the bass player are off or the groove is interrupted. It actually sounds more groovy, and the low end is just blooming now because all of those transients aren't just smashed together. Let me bring this back to how it was, and we'll do it again. Okay, we're back to normal. Let's go back 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I went to 5 and then back to 4. That sounds amazing. Let's go 6 more. This is 10. Man, that feels good. That's 8 milliseconds back. Now it's going to, again, I say this all the time, it's going to matter on the key of the song, it's going to matter on the tempo and all that. You've just got to listen to what makes it feel good and makes the bottom end bloom mostly to you. So many times I'll be watching somebody great like Eric Valentine or somebody on YouTube, and I'll go, God, how did he know to do that much? I mean, how's that the magic one? It's the magic one to him, and I listen to him a lot, and I think everyone should. But 6 milliseconds may do it for him, 8 may do it for me, 10 may do it for you. There's no right way, and I always used to get freaked out, like, oh my God, how did he know that many? What's he doing? What does he know that I don't know? Well, he knows a lot that we all don't know, but we all know things that each other doesn't know. So you have to use your ear and your heart. To me, the low end blooms because those transients aren't exactly together, and the groove feels good to me. Okay, after I talked a little bit, I feel like I bumped it to the left 1 more millisecond, and that sounds better. We're all crazy, right? But anyway, try this instead of the compression, the sidechain compression thing. I think you can get a little more exact with this. Sidechain compression's awesome, but when you're moving in milliseconds, you can really get this defined, make your low end bloom. Make sure the groove isn't interrupted. In many ways, the groove will sound even better. Well, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into Mutt Lange's bottom. Anyway, that sounded wrong. Try this in your next mix. Hear how the bottom end blooms when the transients aren't so tight. Thanks so much for watching. Give me some comment, love, and a thumbs up below. And hit me at drbobmusicsurgery@gmail.com if you want to say hello or you want me to work on your music. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you the next time the doctor's in.